Hello, hello. Waiting for my big mug to show up. A little bit of feedback says I'm live. Hey, it looks like I'm live. I can see my face. Now I can turn that off. Let's see who wants to look at my face. I'm just teasing. Welcome to New Britannia. Welcome to New Britannia. This is cool. I'm in Ardoris. Cool little town, very Asian type themed town. We'll see lots of sort of Japanese inspired art and whatnot. Obviously not this castle, but the building inside it. I guess this is not a castle, it's just a keep of walls. That's actually a player's house right there. What's cool in Ardoris is that they have this awesome little ferry that goes like everywhere. This is sweet. Doesn't tell me where I'm currently at. I must be at the North Keep Island lot dock. I think this is where I'm at. Ooh, they got Gulligan's Island. That's right. They have Gulligan's Island here. That's fantastic. Anyway, you can go around town. It's not an extreme water town, but apparently it is to some degree. So I think I can just go Keep Island lot, or I can go dock opposite Keep Island lock, which I think is just over there. Nope, that is not where I was. I think that's a player home. Isn't that amazing? That's a player home. In the town. There's a water town lot. Claimed by Erston Sears, but not used. It is empty. East Road dock? Was I on the road? Oh yeah, I was right there. Now I'm lost. That's kind of the point of these games though, right? I think. Not all who wander are lost. I'm not lost. I'm just wandering. Gulligan's Island dock. Let's go to the dock opposite of Gulligan's Island, which I assume means I can look at Gulligan's Island. Ooh, that must be it there, where the aqueduct's coming down. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. This is a player home. In this case, it's a boat. It's very nice. I still want to figure out where I came from. Let's try this again. Castle Island lot. So there's a castle island in here. Oh, that's the castle. It's a big statue. Very big statue. East Road, that's where I was. North Keep lot dock. Ah, that's where I was. North Keep lot. So this is the North Keep lot. They're not very kind of lore specific names, are they? They're just sort of they're just descriptions of where they are. It's not a very good name. If it was easy, I suppose, they would have better names. You know the really sad thing? I can fish, but I'm pretty sure there's no way I can catch anything. Oh, I have a 27% chance. Maybe I can catch something. Let's do some fishing. Fishing's pretty easy. You just cast your line. You don't actually do anything. There's no mechanics. Unfortunately. What? I gained an item, leather gloves. I fished up this item. Pretty crappy, but there they are. And my fishing skill went up. So that's not bad. Hey, Moon Ranger. How's it going, man? I was just doing a little fishing. I was wandering around some of the little areas in the game. I'm in a new town, a town called Ardoris. What's cool about this game is that all the player housing is overland. So for example, that is actually a player's house in this major town. As is this over here. Which I really like that, because I like the fact that the players are in the world. They're not instanced off somewhere else. They're not cordoned off. The downside is that if you have this massive big lot and you leave it empty, you just have a massive big empty lot. It's there's definitely some lots that are a little bit how can I say trailer trashy. They sort of got everything that they've ever earned sitting on top of their lot. I found the town crier. Goodbye. Each of the town criers in every one of the towns will give you 100 gold. There's a little bit of incentive to explore, which I think is cool. Oh, that's a guard. What's your name? Name is Kerr. Need any help? Nope. Speak to the oracle when you are ready. Okay, well the oracle's right here. Path of the virtues. Truth. This is your first time consulting me on this. I require weekly consultations for an optimal association. Please remain in compliance. I don't think the Oracle is going to give me any quests. I do have to talk to a couple people in this town. But this is kind of a major quest hub. So there's probably going to be a lot of quests happening. What are all these things? What is this? My gosh, we have like books written in languages that I don't even know what they are. That's awesome. This is the public vendor. It's basically the auction house. Leather quiver +1. I don't know what buying any of this stuff will do for me. I don't think it will do anything. Somebody's practicing very loud spells around me. All right, there are. Whoa, Don't Fight Ducks is coming in with the raid. What timing? I just got started. That's cool. Don't Fight Ducks, thanks again. Thank you for the raid again tonight. How's your stream? I was gaming with all up this afternoon, and then I had dinner, and now I'm back here, so I didn't even get to see what you were streaming. What were you streaming tonight? Welcome, everybody, from the Duck Pond. Ray, nice to see you. Camelot, Zeus, Don't Fight Ducks, always good to see you. I'm hanging out in the town of Ardoris. I literally just started the stream and I'm kind of figuring out what to do. Let's talk to this guy. Let's find out what he's doing. Stream was great. Began a new playthrough of Fallout 1 tonight. I shot many people in the eyeballs. I see. You know, the Fallout games are not something that I've ever gotten into either, and I've always wondered why. I think I would actually like the Fallout games. I hope it went well. Sounds like it did. This is Sheng Lao. He's a hunter. I've been hunting all manner of beasts in these woods. Ah, but the undead make it hard for him. He's got a little sister named Kai, the guildmaster of the Ardoris merchants. Ah, she's a businesswoman. Fallout 1 and 2 are still really awesome. Haven't played the Bethesda-made ones yet. Someday. Okay. It's good to know. I've heard that the Minister of Defense is looking to put together an army to defend the city from the undead. Maybe you could look into that. Apparently this guy just sits around so that he doesn't go off and get killed and leave his sister alone. I see. So now I have to explain to Sheng's sister, Kai, that he needs to go and fight to protect her, to keep her safe. If you are a hunter, you should be hunting, I think. I don't know where Kai is, though. But I'm in the market square, and she's the guild mistress of the merchant, so you'd think she would be nearby. I don't know this town, so I'm looking at all of the signs. Guild registrar, that sounds official. I wonder if there's a... Merchant Guildmaster. Hey, I think I found her. What is your name? Kai Lao. I found Kai. Part 1 of the mystery solved. That wasn't very hard. She stopped responding to me. Oh, there we go. Ah, you must have already met my brother, Sheng. How is he? Did he mention why he has it in his head to risk his life? Yes, he fights to protect you. That is certainly brave of him to think such. But he is just one man. I have only one brother. Please, if you can, remind him he is my only brother. All right. This is just like Lotro. There's two people that need to talk to each other. They're about 25 feet apart, but you're running messages back and forth. So now I'll go back over here and talk to Sheng. I guess I get to decide the direction of the conversation. That's what it is. I talked to your sister. Protect? What did she say? She said you're her only brother. Well, just like that. It is true, and her point is valid. But traveler, if everyone thinks that way, no one will defend us and we will fall. I agree with that. If you can fight and somebody needs protecting, you have a duty to fight. And then both she and I will be dead for certain, along with all we hold dear. At any rate, there is much to consider. I will not ask you to continue to act as a go-between, traveler. I will speak to her myself, and we shall come to a consensus. Thank you for your help. Just like that. That was a fairly straightforward quest, I have to admit. All right, I am looking for guard Captain Kujal. Guard Captain Kujal. Wait, this person wants to talk to me too. Sharia barista. You look like you could use a refreshing beverage. Wait, did somebody named Barista just offer me a beverage? No worries, don't fight ducks. You need my help. I want my friends to be happy about my relationship with Dralius. But Emma and Fark have both said I'm making a huge mistake, and I've even heard them whispering about it inside the Palajar Inn. Can you talk to them for me? I should talk to Emma the barmaid and Fark the bard at the Tavern of the South Wind and find out what they have to say about Sharia's relationship. All right. Apparently some people say he's got a bad temper. This is a sticky situation. Who are you? Ardoris citizen. Do you have a name, Ardoris citizen? Lucille. You may call me Miss Lucille. Okay, right, Miss Lucille. Can I help you with anything? Oh yes, I can think of a slew of ways you could help me. Each of them more delicious than the next. You might find you need some punishment. I assure you it will be splendid. Punishment? You need not confess your sins to me, silly cold oracle. You need only confess them to Miss Lucille. Oh, you need not confess your sins to some silly cold oracle. They and what happens after will be our secret. You have learned to perform a whisper. Learn the new emote. I don't think I know where this Kujal guy is. So rumor has it, the guards will now tell me, oh, this guy looks like he's a beggar. They might have some good information. Might you spare a coin? A coin? Yes. Have a gold. You are welcome. What's your name? His name is Jude. Can I help you, Jude? Might you have a coin to spare? I just gave you a coin. I'll give you one later. So the guards will tell me where certain people are. Ardoris is a very Asian-themed town, so the player homes not so much, but the NPC buildings are, and of course the guard outfit is very kind of Asian samurai type themed. My name is Cedric of the Ardoris Guard. Where is Kujal? Oh, they've been marked on my compass. Thank you. Apparently it's across this water. I think these are all player. No. Yeah, I think these are merchant shops. Thanks, Moon Ranger. Thanks for dropping by, saying hello. Have a good Sunday evening. Have a great week. Oh, guard barracks. I am looking for the captain of the guard, so clearly he's in here. Are you Kujal? Yes. Captain Kujal, at your service. You're new around here, I take it. I am new around here. You are Captain Kujal. And you're the captain of the guard. Oh, wait, I already asked you that. I have a letter for you. Letter from Stanley. Good Captain Stanley requests aid for Soul Town, does he? Well, we are hard pressed here, and it is doubtful I will be able to spare any more men soon, especially after the Solace Bridge fiasco. No worries, Ducks. Take care. Thanks for the raid again. Always nice to see you. Take care. Your type often get blamed for the problems we're seeing, and I think the least you can do is to see Lord Saranto and Lady Cassie. They believe you are the key to solving the problems we face, and in point of fact, I cannot contradict them. Or will not, at any rate. And the Oracle as well. It's my duty as guard to direct you there. I'm sure another guard can show you the way. Good evening. All right, meet with Cassie and meet with Saranto. I did play through some of this content when it was in very early stages, so some of this is a little familiar. But not all of it. The city of Ardoris actually sits on a very large island. In a river leading out to sea. And then the main castles are on the west and east side of, not of the island, but actually more like on the mainland, which is kind of weird. So This is the river, and it's parted by that island. It's interesting geometry. It's a little odd that, you know, there's sort of this highly defensible island, and then they put the castles on the mainland. This doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're lost, ask someone, are you lost? It's like a dwarf in Moria or something. You have learned to perform guard. Wow, I got 2 new emotes already today. What does guard do? Love, I can say love. You can pay a mercenary or forcibly conscript troops, but real power lies in those who love those who they serve. All right, can I get through the gate? The gates to the castle are open. Simply operate the switch behind me. Oh, yes, I can get to the gate. Oh, there's the switch. So let's see what did I learn here? I've learned whisper. Looks like a whisper. I learned guard. Apparently that's guard. I don't know what I'm holding, but a weapon, I'm sure. All right, into the castle. See what kind of riches we can pull out of here. Just kidding. I'm not a thief. I probably won't take anything out of here. Maybe some XP. Is this the door? No, it's a very big castle and a very small door. Is that really the front door? That can't be the front door. I think it is. I guess the big ass gates I just went through would be the front door, wouldn't it? Of course, it's nighttime. Everybody's asleep. Ooh, what's this? I can read their correspondence. Hastily scribbled writings line this page, but they are unintelligible. Okay. The guard is asleep. Oh, this one isn't. Hello. Unless you have instruction from my lord Saranto, please excuse me. That guy won't talk to me. Saranto's up. I have heard whispers that outlanders have appeared again in our lands, just as it was foretold to me by the mad prophetess. But the end of the world is far off. It is the undead encroaching on our lands that is much closer at hand. Yes, the undead. That is a mystery that I am trying to solve. How can one stop an army that cannot die? Perhaps you, an immortal avatar, has such power. Will you take on this quest? Please agree to my request if you are truly the avatar foretold. Of course. How could I turn it down? Perhaps you are the one who can heal these lands. Seek out my minister, Pintar. He may have some advice on how to defeat the undead. I made a note of this in my journal and gained a boatload of XP. Who's Pintar? Minister of Foreign Affairs. Good. I am an outlander. Proof that the prophecy of the avatar of destiny is upon us. She called herself Arabella, a wandering mystic woman who appeared to be half mad. Still, she impressed Priestess Cassie with her antics. Arabella said that an outlander would come as the avatars of old. harbingers of Lord British in his return. What do you have to say about Cassie? Cassie is my estranged wife. Sad it is not that we, who strove so hard to build a kingdom based on love, would ourselves be divided. That is kind of sad. Why are you divided? She broke our trust. It was she who convinced me to send emissaries to try and assuage the undead and bring us all peace. But instead, those emissaries negotiated a separate peace for the Palace of the Winds and betrayed me. My warriors were ambushed by those same undead at Solace Bridge, which only confirms my wife's betrayal. If you do not believe me, ask Min Lang Tan about the Empress ring she sent to bribe the emissaries. He knows the truth of it. Naroki II, I think I just said your name very wrong. Nero Carey. Nero Carey? Maybe I'm trying too hard. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. How is this game? It's not bad. It's I'm struggling with it, to be honest. It's a little slow. It'd be nice if it was a little faster for me, maybe. But I mean, generally speaking, there's lots of people who like it, so I think it's a decent game. All the ways of saying it is okay. All right. Is there forced PvP? No. There is open PvP in a number of zones, including one town like Blood Bay is an open PvP NPC town. And there's like special little rewards for being there and playing there. And you can actually put your house there if you want it. Whoops. Apparently that's it. He's leaving. See you, Saranto. Is it a monthly fee MMO? No. It is... you have to buy it. What is it, $30 on Steam? $40? I think it's $40 on Steam. I suppose I could find... And then you get it. So there's... It's sort of a free-to-play model. You do have to buy it to play it. So there is an initial purchase of the game. He went upstairs. Did he go to bed? Probably. Yep, that was it. He's tired. He went to bed. I'll see if I can find his minister. But yeah, you do have to buy it. There is no monthly fee. There is a free-to-play store. Most of what they sell are either cosmetics or housing items. There's a few things in the store that you can buy that will that'll like increase your rate at which you earn skills, but they're not going to give you more skill than any other player. They just shorten the time it takes. Oh, I think this might be his buddy. Pintar, I'm going to wake you up because your boss said so. Hey, where'd you go? Come back here. I'm talking to you. Foreign Minister for our Shogun, as he has already informed you, we are faced with an imminent attack from the undead. It must be stopped. What was I supposed to talk to you about? Oh, I'm just supposed to speak with him. Oh, the undead. Yes, the undead. What am I to do about the undead? The undead are angry. I do not know why, but what I do know is that they must be defeated. How do you stop an army that cannot die? I suppose we could ask one of them, but only Thanatos, Lord of the Dead from the Necropolis, could really help us. They obviously don't need killing, but if you're going to go anywhere with Thanatos, you will need a spirit talker. A spirit talker? Find a spirit talker. Okay. There is quite a bit of story in the game. The game is based on the virtues. If you loved Ultima games of old, you'll certainly find a lot of the same things that made those games so interesting. There's a lot of quests. There's a lot of quests where you're faced with either you're sort of faced with a decision whether you like. One, I had to like rescue a painting from a thief, but it turns out that he wasn't a thief. He was just a guy in love. So it's like, well, do you like hold him to being a thief, or do you show some compassion or things like that? So there's real fundamental choices to be made in the quest line and whatnot, which I think is really cool. The game is fairly big. The world is fairly big. If you like exploring and whatnot, it's fun. There's a few things they did really nicely. These are all the player homes. So all the player homes are in the overworld. So everybody's kind of intermingled together, which I think is cool. I got kind of used to modern MMOs where, you know, even if they told a good story, they would kind of keep you active. Like if it's a combat-based game, they would keep you active in combat. This one can quite often do a lot of running around. Hey, what does this guy want? Hello. Tavern patron. I'm always good for helpful advice. Oh, and this is the other cool thing they did. You earn emotes just by talking to people and going through some of the conversations, which is actually kind of neat. I will teach you how to fool the undead into thinking you're one of them. It's stupendous. Plus, you need a spirit talker. Plus, if you need a spirit talker, well, I've been known to do that as well. I think you're probably drunk, dude. Before we go much further, I have to tell you, the way to Necropolis is currently barred. Inconvenient, I know, but I have a solution. It seems that there are keystones for that place. Ancient things that allow one to pass through the barriers. You might want to talk to someone in charge around here. No, not the king or the queen. Someone really in charge. You know, that nice Min fella. I'm looking for somebody named Min. Anyway, this particular character isn't very old. In terms of levels. There's no real levels in the game. So I think something else they did nicely is there's no defined classes. So you pick whatever skills you like. So I'm about level 41, which doesn't really mean anything. I have a bunch of skills, mostly ranged and light armor. But you can generally earn any and all skills that you want. It's just that when you go into combat, you only get to use a certain number of skills in any combat situation. Which is actually kind of cool, except you can basically build one character that does absolutely everything, which I'm not overly fond of. I wish there were some constraints. I wish I had to make my own decisions regarding my own character as opposed to just learn everything. Poet Circle Guildhouse. I think there's a quest in here. All the books in the game are usable. The Wolf and the Lamb by Jean Delafontaine. I think this might be somebody that's on the forums. The Battle of Serpent's Hold. Anyway, what else can I say about it? I have the graphics on probably medium. They are constantly working on, they are constantly working on performance, and it is slowly getting better pretty much every month. So it's possible I could actually raise my graphics up. Oh, I guess I have it on very good. Oh, mine's actually fairly high already. Oh, I can't turn it up. I don't want to have to restart, so I'm just going to leave it there. Where is Min Lang Tang? Oh, there's a guard. The guards give you directions, which is cool. Excuse me. Where is Min? I don't know where that is. Come on, sure you do. Where? Maybe I'll give you the full name. Min Liang Tan. His office is just over there to the south of Sequena's statue. All right. Where is Sequena's statue? Who is Sequena? Oh, no one knows where Sequena is, but her statue is in the center of the city. Interesting dialogue. And yes, you can get more out of NPCs by simply asking them questions. Ah, here's Sequena. Very nice. This is the city of love, so Sequena will be the... Oh, shoot, there was a name. I forgot what name they gave. Titans. So Sequena is... There's 3 Titans, and there's a Titan for each of the main principles of the virtues. Truth, love, and courage. So Sequena is the Titan of love. And this guard wants to now burn my face off. Why is this guard burning my face off? You know, that really hurts. It's a little rude, too. Like, seriously. That is not the person I'm looking for. There is a free trial for the game, which I'm reminded of by that person that just ran by. Where'd they go? They disappeared. If you see a person with a nameplate that says visitor on it, they are in the free trial. The free trial is not too bad. You're limited to only a few things. I don't think you can use like the public vendor. I don't think you can do... I don't think you can flag as open PvP. There's a few other restrictions like skills and whatnot, but from what I understand, the free trial works pretty good. You get to see a fair bit of the game. All right, so Min's office is somewhere around here. Is he this guy? What is your name? You do not have a name you can share with me. All right. And there's nobody else in this building. Ah, there's the master blades trainer. So some of the higher level skills can only be taught by master trainers. So to learn new skills, you have to go and buy them. I don't do blades, so I'm not going to buy any of those. And the Master Shields trainer is here. Very good. Master Life, well, there's a bunch of master trainers here. Master Life Magic Trainer. Master Water Magic Trainer. The magic schools are all opposing. So sun and moon, earth and air, fire and water, life and death. And then there's a special one called Chaos. The Chaos School of Magic is actually quite kind of interesting. For example, this Confusion spell. Oh, this one's fairly straightforward. There's some really weird ones in here that are like... They'll like teleport people away, but they'll also teleport you and things like that. Like they're very chaotic. True to the nature of the school. I'm not a chaos magic user, so I'm not an expert, but the descriptions and whatnot I've seen make it look very interesting. All right, her office was south of the statue. How did I miss it? Hey, there you go. I was looking too hard. Min Ling Tang. Probably saying that wrong too. A ring. I understand you spoke with our Lord Saranto about a ring. I did. Now that you mention it, I do recall presenting a ring to the Shogun, which had been taken from one of the traitorous emissaries on his death. They had been trying to meet with the undead and Kasi's orders, as it is rumored. If so, that is treachery. The Shogun was justifiably upset. I wonder if this ring is significant. Might be. What do you know of the undead? I am not fond of the undead. Well, that's fine. The harmony is harmed by such. The harmony. Harmony is the guiding principle of Ardoris. We exist together as stalks that bend within the wind of history and the storms of threat. Harmony teaches us to bend and not break, by acting in concert and in the best interest of all. To strive for a harmonious society is the greatest achievement of a wise culture. Okay, what was I supposed to speak with you about then? Oh, a keystone. Ah, the keystone to Necropolis. Our meeting is indeed auspicious. I do know the location of such a thing. It is well hidden, of course, as is required of such a thing of beauty. Since you are an avatar, I, of course, trust your mission is important and am willing to loan it to you so you may enter the city of the dead. However, I cannot yet leave the city while it remains in crisis. I do hope you understand. If, of course, you could speak with my superiors, Lord Saranto and Lady Kasi, and determine why they are focused on each other's misery, I could be of more assistance. Okay. Oh, there's the visitor. Benji Sunkiller. All right, thanks there, my friend. We will discover what divides Saranto and Kasi. I guess for that, I need to meet with Kasi. There's the ocean to our south in the landmass. I think that's a player home. Sitting on top of that. No, it can't be. The chance of a player putting a home there and then also putting up a lighthouse is almost zero. Wait, these are Cassie's guards. Let's talk to Cassie's guards. A day of love to you. A day of love to you. Harmony has been lost, but that may be due to the undead threat. The Isle of Eternal Dawn. Oh, I've heard of that place. Yes, the Palace of the Winds and the Palace of the Mountains sit on either side of Ardoris. You can never fully anticipate when someone would want to hurt the priestess, but this is a particularly precarious time. Some may blame her for the rift, or that she has taken swift action against the undead. That is why only we can open the gate. Can you open the gate? The gates to the castle are open to you. Simply operate the switch behind. Oh, okay. So only you can open the gate, but I can open the gate. Got it. Move along. The Palace of the Wind just looks just like the Palace of the Mountain. Hello. Advisor to Cassie, Dami. Welcome to the Palace of the Winds. I am Dami, the Mother of Peace. As my lady Cassie has already instructed you, you must seek an accord with the undead that threaten all of us. All right, I think I just got to go talk to your boss. Hello, Lady Cassie. Peace, my friend. I am Cassie, the High Priestess of the Winds. I have felt your approach. You've felt my approach? The love in my heart lets me feel many things, yet some are fading. Still, I feel the prophecy may be coming true. Even as the undead prepare to march upon our beautiful city, I feel stirrings of hope in the wind. What is fading? Sadly, my husband, Saranto, the shogun of the mountain, and I have drifted apart. Perhaps you can return love to these lands, which hatred is dividing. Yes, I'm here to talk about dividing. Seek out Dami, the Mother of Peace, here within this keep. She shall show you the way to which you must go to fulfill the promise of my emissaries and bring peace to the land once more. My husband, Saranto, who long desired some war to fight, issued a secret emperor's writ which ordered his warriors to take up arms and instigate a war against the souls of the undead, despite my plea to find a peaceful solution. You may ask Minlang Tang about it. It was he who showed me the writ as proof of my husband's duplicity. All right, so there's a writ. Minlang Tang knows even more. Oh, you've learned to perform I Heart You. Nice. I get another emote. Let's see what this emote is. There it is. Let's do the emote with a view. I'm not going to go off the edge. There, with Ardoris behind me. I heart you. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Outstanding. One more emote in the books. If you like collecting things, this game is great. There is a lot of things that you can collect. Emotes is just one of them. Because pretty much everything can be picked up. Okay, the chair can't. The chair can be sat on, though. But... All right, I was to talk to Dami. Welcome to the Palace of the Winds, friend. I am Dami, the mother of peace. Oh, yes, I have already had this text with you. Lead? I must learn to follow before you may lead. Okay. Dance? Harmony and peace may also be achieved through the art of dance. Specifically the waltz, the flow and movement coalescing between partners, and music is ambrosia for the soul. Here, follow my lead. You're quite the quick learner, friend. Of course I'm delighted to teach you the lead in the waltz. Now I know waltz follow and waltz lead. The undead are without peace, without rest. They will not stop until their silence is understood. Only a spirit talker can help you listen to what cannot be heard. Yes, I was looking for them. Seek the quiet man who screams within, the outward imprisoning the inner chaos. It is he who speaks truth to those who speak no more. You will find the quiet man in a public place, Plarger's Inn in Sequina Square. Seek the quiet that will speak to the quiet there. All right, how am I doing on these quests? It sounds like no, discover. All right, so Min Liang Tang and the spirit talker that I've yet to find. The emissaries are my servants, 2 of them. The mothers of peace and beauty are here in the keep at present. All right, I believe I have to go back and find the spirit talker. The spirit talker and speak once more to Min Liang Tang. Tan. I think I'm saying his name wrong. Hello, Richard of the Ardoris City Guard. At the wrong building? was the wrong building. There he is. How about this Emperor's Writ I've heard about? Yes, I seem to remember presenting it. That's the same thing he asked. I asked about the ring, and he said, yes, I seem to remember something about a ring. Now he says, yes, I seem to remember presenting an intercepted message to the priestess, although I was not privy to its contents. The priestess Kasi was most upset about it at the time, although I did not know why. It had the seal of the shogun on it, and appeared to be military orders of some sort. Perhaps the orders which sent troops to reinforce Solace Bridge. This is most inharmonious. One of the other of them is lying, which means our city is in grave danger. One of our rulers is a traitor and trying to bring down the other. In the Tower of the Shuttered Eye, there is a device that will show you which of them is being truthful. You must come on the night of the new moon when the powers of the device are at their fullest. Then I can help you. Where is this tower? The tower is just east of the city in the moors. And for you Lotro people, that's not the Etten Moors. A great place of power it is. Many answers can be found within. I think that person just came in and closed the door behind them. Oh, very kind. Although I do that with my own house in this game. I'll like leave it and I'll close the door behind me. Partly because in Baron's Reach where I live, it's a snowy climate, so I always feel like it's going to get cold in the house. So that's just bad. All right, this guy did not have much more information. Oop, let me out. Here, I'll close the door behind me. The kids quite often have interesting information. Rough play, hello. Thanks for dropping in. The bad man will catch me. The bad man? He shoots you right in the head. That's why I'm hiding. My gosh. Kid, you're like crazy. Hey, McVegan Pants is raiding with a party of 30. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Jinx. Val Grimley, hello. Hello, everybody coming over from McVegan Pants. I don't have an emote, so I can't like emote back, but I do have this one. So I don't have my own. I'll just use that one. Gamer Grump, how you doing? How's the stream tonight? McVegan Pants, how are things going? I'm just having a chat with this young man here. His name is Teddy, and he's hiding from the bad man who shoots people in the head. Yeah, I like that emote. I like that emote too. It's awesome. Can I help you with this bad man? Can you help catch the bad man? There's a bad man outside. I like playing outside. This kid is traumatized, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Sorry, Teddy, you're on your own. Star Wars The Old Republic, very nice. I played that briefly. It's not very long. It's good, though. It's set like 5,000 years before the movies or something, right? That's what the Old Republic means. As in, they're not kidding about the old part. Interestingly enough, with Star Wars, my wife and I are actually watching through the Clone Wars, the animated series right now. And once you get past like the first 5 episodes or so, it's actually really good. It's still very aimed at kind of a young crowd, but I find a lot of the stories very compelling and interesting. Sometimes even tragic. All right, what was I doing? I can't help Teddy. Oh, a spirit talker. I need to find a bar, an inn. Maybe this one. This guy still wants to talk to me. I don't think it's him though. Nero Carey. See, that's what triggers my autistic rage. No one wants to watch the Clone War cartoon when it's just as good as the movies. Older fans instantly shut it down because it's a cartoon. Oh, I did the same thing, and I took it. It's been on Netflix for years, and I just kind of ignored it for a while, but it's a good story. It actually has me, that cartoon, the Clone Wars cartoon, actually has me wanting to read more Star Wars fiction. It's after the Old Republic, it's after the founding of the Empire, but before all the Jedi and Republic soldiers are wiped out, I think. Oh, okay. I thought the cartoon was better than the movies. At least it's that good. Oh yeah, no, it's Star Wars. Star Wars' ability to kill things is just ridiculous. Like in movies, we're like, oh, we'll just blow up this planet with billions of people on it. It's like, this isn't like, and then they do nothing about it. They just say nothing about it. It's just that kind of thing just drives me crazy. So yeah, there's certainly some crazy. There's some death and tragedy in the cartoon. My gosh, somebody mounted a bunny rabbit. It's kind of disturbing. It's not much of a trophy. All right, who are these people? What is your name? I am Samael. I work as a spirit talker. I'm looking for a spirit talker. I'm in the city of love, Ardoris. And believe it or not, there's some problems in the city of love that look a lot like hate and division. So we're trying to solve that problem. I've avoided Clone Wars not because it's a cartoon, but because it's a computer-generated cartoon. I'm old enough to hate the way cartoons look these days. I can't help you there, McVegan Pants. Sorry, I mean, I get it. I grew up with the Flintstones. Yeah, the art is, I don't know. I got past the art in it. I don't know. Go with Samuel. That's your. So when I was, I have actually done this content, but I did this content like 3 years ago, in alpha when it was first out. So I hardly remember it, and two, I don't know what's changed. So, but I do remember there was sort of one spirit talk you had to go through. All right, so we got one vote for Samuel. Hold on, don't leave, Samuel. Your name is Samuel. I have been to the necropolis. It is the city of the dead, and the living are not often tolerated. If you mean to brave the path as a spirit talker, I can help make your path easier, though it will not be easy. If you seek to visit, oh yes, okay. I speak of Carden Marbane. Specifically, I realize that there are often fools and chatterers to be found in taverns, but Carden manages to stand out amongst them all. All right, so we found one spirit talker. That's cool. Who are you? Fiona Fitz-Owen. So one of the interesting things about this game is that you can play it as an offline single player game. So all of the quests are available offline. And when you're offline, you can actually assemble a party. And I believe Fiona Fitz-Owen is one of the first people you come across that you can add to your party. So she will then join you in your questing. When you're playing online, however, you don't get a party. All right, you're Fiona Fitz-Owen. I'm a bard, my dear Outlander, and around here that means it is my task to help you. So do you fancy a song or a story? Or perhaps you are casting a covetous eye at my gear. Most Outlanders seem to take a fancy to it, it seems. What's up with your gear? Oh, rough play, I missed your question. So what's the death penalty in this game? That is very hard to explain. But I will get to it in one moment. I could spin you a wondrous tale of how the bow I wield has been in my family for generations, handed down carefully with strings taken from only the finest pig's innards. I could do that, but I won't. See, I like you. There's a young lady named Pip in the desert village of Desolus who has, well, her family has worked with Fitzoan clan ever as long as I can remember. If you'd like to acquire some quality Fitzoan merchandise, her shop would be the place to start. I made a note of where to look for Fiona's merchandise. Desolus is a long way from here. I mean, it's not that far, but it's, in game terms, it's quite a ways. All right, how about a song? Most certainly. Here's a bit from the Lily and the Rose. Oh, and then she sings the Lily and the Rose. I'm not going to sing to you. Okay, how about a story? For most, I would require a coin to entrance you with my tales. However, for an avatar, I'm happy to share a story or song. All you must do is ask. And a lot of backstory about herself. All right. Hey, Aurora. Welcome, welcome. All right, death penalty. Let me explain this. Oh, I can just stay here. So it's kind of hard to see on this UI. So here's a little bit of background to death penalty in this game. Because there is a penalty for dying. So in your skill panel, for instance, I'm an archer, so I have a whole bunch of skills in archery. So if I look at something like, where's my light magic? Fire. No. Sun. Where's sun? Right here, right at the top. So here's a skill. It's called light. It's right here in my skill bar. And when I use it, I'm going to get better at it because I have this little arrow right here. Set green chevron up, which means I'm going to increase. So every time I use this skill or use something related to it, this skill will gain levels, basically. So it's currently level 27. So if I hit it, it'll go up to level 28. And then I see it on my little UI right here. So the other thing that you have to notice is that when it goes up, it'll go up every time I use it. So the little green dialogue here, which I realize is probably almost impossible to see on the stream because it's going to be very, very small. But trust me that there's a little bar advancing. And down here, there's a pooled experience number, and currently it's 310,929. And if I use this skill will go up, but this pooled experience will go down. So earning XP levels you up, but leveling you up really doesn't do anything at all. What you want to do is you want to increase the level of your skills, not your character's level. So your character, like in your paper doll, if you hover over your name, you'll see adventure level 41. And that doesn't really mean anything. You don't really need to care about that. What you want to do is you want to get these particular skills to go up. It's old school MMO rules. Yeah, it's very Ultima Online. If you had a sword and you hit something with it, your sword skill went up. And it really didn't matter what it was. In this game, if you hit something that's harder to hit, it'll go up more and whatnot. So your skills cost XP. So what you do is you pool XP. And then as you use skills, your skills go up and drop out of that pool. Death will deplete XP. Not to 0, but your XP will go down on death. So you'll lose it. Reminds you of LOK. I'm not sure what LOK is. I'm sure as soon as you say it, I'll probably recognize it. So yeah, death basically, so you want to build up a pool of experience so you can gain skills. And if you die, you lose that experience. If your experience is at 0 and you die, Legends of Kazmi. Okay. Rings a bell, but I've never played it. So if you don't have any pooled experience and you die, then you will actually lose some levels of skills. Is it a significant amount? The amount changes because if you die, you'll lose a bunch. And then if you get resurrected right away, or if you resurrect right away, and then you go out and die right away, you won't lose very much. So the interface certainly shows its UO roots. Well, you know, the game's released, but honestly, the interface is still, like, I look at this interface and I'm like, guys, this is like the beta interface that you just draw things out on. Like, it's just so basic. But yeah, the people are not trying to hide. They want this to feel Ultima Online-ish, for sure. So the amount you lose depends on how much you have and how high a level you have, and things like, and how long it's been since you last died. Believe it or not, since they added the mechanic to lose experience on death, I have never died. So I don't know how much you actually lose. I don't see that many people complaining about it anymore. So I get the idea that it's not very much. So hopefully that kind of explains at least sort of what the death penalty is. That's basically how it's calculated. What the final number is, I can't say for sure. Also, as far as skills go, the cost of skills goes up logarithmically. So it's a very, very steep climb in the cost of skills. I actually have a huge spreadsheet of them, but like getting this to 40 might take me 80,000 experience. Getting it from 40 to 80 will take me 400,000 experience. Getting it from 80 to 100 could take 5 million experience, and getting it from 100 to 120 could take 10 million experience. So you get very, very, very higher costs of levels for all your skills as you take them up, and the value in continually increasing them goes down. That's sad. What's sad? Hopefully I didn't say anything that's sad. We're in the city of love. Is PvP or PKing allowed in game? There is PvP. You can flag yourself PvP, which I don't because I'm not really into that. And there are a few areas that are open PvP areas. So if you go in them, you're automatically flagged open PvP. There's one town, but it's not, if you don't want it, you can just ignore it. Oh yeah, I have a candle on my helmet. It's, here, I'll come back and talk to you in a moment. So this is the city of love, and that is the symbol of love, the candle. So as you play through, there's actually 3 main quest lines when you start the game that represent the 3 main principles of the virtues: love, courage, and truth. And courage is either a shield or a sword. I can't remember which. Truth is a book, I think. And then the candle represents love. But you actually earn gear in each of those storylines. And those storylines you start depend on, they sort of guide you toward kind of a archetype class. So the hunter or the ranger is sort of the leather armor wearing truth person, or love line. And then truth is sort of the mage, the book. So you get cloth armor. So the armor of, when you go through these quests, you end up getting a full set of armor. So I will end up, all I have earned so far is the helmet. Yeah. All I've earned so far is the helmet. Because I'm just sort of near the beginning of this quest line. All right. What was this woman talking about? Yes, the virtues are back. Gamer Gramp, if you're familiar with Ultimas of old, 4 through 9, and then Ultima. Well, Ultima Online sort of had the virtues in it, but it wasn't key to the game. But yeah, if you're familiar with Ultima 4 through 9, that's really, this is meant to be kind of the next one. Or at least a spiritual successor to those games. You're not very popular. I think the only person who ever comes to see me is Ardoris. Who's Ardoris? He seems fond of me, but only half as much as he is fond of himself. Ah, one of those people. I don't think this person has anything for me. Good wishes to you. Apparently this is a merchant. Anything I can help you with? All the quest in the game is done through dialogue choices. Which I think is similar to like Star Wars: The Old Republic. I think it does the same type of thing. The only difference in this game is there's actually you can actually just type the answers. Like it isn't an A, B, or C type response system. But they are helpful. They don't make you guess at what you should be typing. They do give you hints as to what to say. And this is a very quest, story-driven MMO. I've been streaming for about 90 minutes so far, and I still haven't left town. Somebody asked me if the game was fun, and I'm like, it can be kind of slow at times. And this is sort of what I mean. It's like, it'd be nice to like come in at night and grab a quest and go out and kill a few things and come back and have it finished. But the story's still pretty good. All right, was there another spirit talker? Or was that this guy? What is your name? Ah, Cardan Marbane. Yes. This guy gave me an emote. He is the greatest spirit talker. Yeah, you sound like a butthead, actually. Oh, you have learned to perform Play Dead. Is the quest XP better than just grinding mobs? Like, significantly better. The only problem is that you run out of quests. But you probably don't run out of need for XP. I think it's safe to say probably one of the biggest gripes I hear is the grind. Like just getting in and grinding out for for things. I backed the game 5.5 years ago. Not quite, over 5 years ago. And, you know, I paid up levels. So I've got a tax-free house. I've got a commission-free vendor, things like that. So I'm lucky I don't have any additional gameplay cost other than XP. But if you get into the game and you end up with a taxed house, then you need at least 500 gold a day and in taxes to pay and things like that. So those things can be a bit rough. So the grind is, I think the grind is real. I don't want to say that it isn't, but do the quests. Just do all the quests. No, it isn't, but it is. Like, there's a fairly large divide. It depends on how well you play the game, I think. All right, this guy is just annoying me, so I'm going to leave. Kind of one of the biggest problems I have with the game is that I'm kind of a casual player and I'm not a big combatant. So I like jumping in and just kind of mixing it up and going through the story and exploring the world. Hey, thanks for the follow, Narocari. Much appreciated. And that was really loud in my head. That's sort of my gameplay style. So I'll make, if I go out and do those types of things, I'll make like 6,000 or 7,000 gold a week. Maybe I could probably make more than that. Maybe 10,000 gold a week. But there's people bringing in like 100,000 gold an hour when they grind the high level mobs. So it's not that 500 gold is a lot or not. It's just a lot for some people. And I would say probably a lot of people, but it's trivial compared to what the high earners make. The same with XP. A lot of people will make, like I talked about, like I have 310,000 pooled XP. Grinding mobs, you can make 1 million XP an hour. Or at least I've heard that. I've heard people say that. I've never seen somebody say that. But I have guildmates and whatnot to talk about that. They've actually put in mechanics in the game so that your XP gain starts to go down after you've earned so much in a day. Because people were just grinding it so well. I would have liked, if you get into the game and you're good at it, you'll enjoy it. Like the people who love this game love it a lot. I'm kind of hit and miss on it right now. I'm going to stick it out because I've been in the game for 5 years and I'd love to see it go somewhere. The story is compelling. It matters. It's kind of cool. I would have actually loved to have seen limits. Just set a hard limit and build your character up to that limit, and then that's your character. As opposed to just an open-ended, earn GM in every single skill available and become any character you want just by moving a few combat icons around. All right, I'm going to hire my other spirit talker. I don't know what this guy's going to do next. Because the other guy was just a jerk. Except, you want me as a guide. Before we go, I have to warn you, the gates of Necropolis are currently barred. You'll need to find a keystone in Necropolis to allow entry. I've heard that a local government official named Min Liang Tan has quite a collection of antiquities. He is the most likely to know where one could be found. I haven't seen anyone else play, so is there server shards or facets? Can you jump in and out of other servers? Sort of. I can actually show you that too. All right, I need Min Liang Tang is the guy who should be doing this quest. He's had all the answers. It shouldn't be me. So there's this tab here called multiplayer in the options. And There's only one server. So you log on. It's a mega server, whatever that means. I haven't seen anyone else. Sorry to bombard you, but $39.99 is steep for an EA game. EA? Electronic Arts? Electronic Arts has nothing to do with this. Do they? Anyway, I don't apologize. That's just fine, rough play. I am... Oh, early access. Yeah, it is. I mean, they call it released. I'm like, if you're in doubt and you want to wait, I don't know if there's any compelling reason to get it now as opposed to later. Kind of watch its progression. I would tell people that if you're not sold on it today, just keep watching it. Yeah, it's released. It was released 2 months ago, almost exactly 2 months ago. So anyway, the multiple servers. It is a single mega server, but you can choose to change modes. So what happens is when you go, because it's in all the areas are there's a scene based, like I'm in the scene called Ardoris. And then if I leave here, I go out to the overland map. And then I go into another scene. So when I go into that scene, I can actually choose to play in private mode. So every scene I'm in will only have me in it. So it's sort of like single player, except you actually play in the online world and it's fully persisted. When you select party, the people that go into the scene will be all the people in your party. And I think they'll like match guildmates and things like that too. It's a little bit neat. So it's sort of like limited multiplayer. It's different. Yeah, it is different. And it's kind of neat because if you want a party to go into a public area and go, hey, we're going to like go own this area this afternoon, you can actually set it to party mode and then no one else will be around. It's just your own little game area. But if you want to like play on a kind of a public scene, then you can do that as well. It's kind of a nice, I kind of like the idea behind it. I have 2 quests that now literally both say, speak to Min Liang Tang. And he's right here. In a very bright green. That is a very bright green costume. Oh, I have him selected now. What has he got on his belt? Going to first person. He's got like a... Wait. Don't run into me. I was looking at your belt. Oh, now he's like he's stalking me. Okay. He's not going to play along. All right, I will talk to you then. All right, I need that keystone. Ah, the keystone to Necropolis. Our meeting is indeed auspicious. Yes, okay, I've had this conversation with you. You know about it. Oh, wait, go to the tower. All right, what is this other quest? Yeah, the game's a bit rough. Some of the quests are bugged. So this one might be one of them. It sounds like Sharia Barista is in an abusive relationship with Dralius. And this is a fun quest to take. I do like the fact that this game will present situations that are very, very uncomfortable. And make you face them. Although that might not be for everybody. Creeper, yeah, exactly, right? The guy just wouldn't leave me alone. All I wanted to do is look at because I'm pretty sure he's got like a bottle on his, he's got a bottle in his belt. It's quite the outfit anyway. Yeah, the game is super interactive. You can read all the books, but you can also steal them. Like I can take Like this light, I think I can take it off this. I don't want to, but I think I can just take all of these things and put them in my backpack and leave. They'll just respawn later. Hey, Teddy. Stay away from the bad man. Oh, the bar. Where's the bar? The Tavern of the South Wind. They're getting better at, the guards are getting better at giving directions. So I can ask this guard, where is the Tavern of the South Wind? The Palajar Inn is along that is not the inn that I wanted. I get the name wrong? No, Tavern of the South Wind. That guy's not helping me. Maybe he doesn't know where this bar is. This tavern is. Now this guy's following me around. He's trying to burn my face off. Go away. Time of day also makes a difference in this game if you, especially if you're a magic user. If you, whoa, Pulu, apparently I cannot speak. Pulu Felgar is raiding with a party of 6. Hey, Pulu. Hello, sir. If you use like sun magic from the school of sun, it will work better when the sun is out. Hey, Pulu, how's your stream tonight? Hey, Del. Nice to see you all. Were you, Pulu, were you swimming again today? Hey, Rough Play, thanks for the follow, sir. Guess I shouldn't say sir. That was terribly presumptuous of me. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Appreciate it. And welcome to the channel. Okay, this is like the south area. Is there an inn down here? Oh. Oh, you were talking about the candle. So there's the banner of truth. sorry, banner of love with the candle. And there is the banner of, here, close this guy's window. And there's the banner of truth. Does he also have the banner of courage somewhere? So this is just a player's home. Pretty much every item you get in the game, you can decorate your home with. Yes, sir, I got scared by another new creature. Uh-oh. Is it supposed to be a scary game? Or is it just the environment? I definitely can understand being underwater and being scared. Although I suspect that they have amplified the sounds. So I have quite a few of these things in my house as well. And like, yeah, things you can just pick up, like this shovel you just pick up off the landscape. It'll just be sitting around. Yeah, one of the things they've done is they've made a ton of the weapons and stuff. Oh, here's I was talking about the helmet of truth, which I'm wearing. Well, here's the gauntlets, helmet of love that I'm wearing. Here's the gauntlets of truth. What else does he have? There's the leather gauntlets of love. So those are the next things I need to get. And he's got the iron plates gauntlet of courage. So he must have the banner around here too. Yeah, you can hang up pretty much all your gear. Or set your gear out. So yeah, pretty much everything in this person's house is just stuff you earn from the game. No, housing is not easy to get. The current way that they're giving out, so there's two ways to get housing. So there's a for sale sign here. When I open it, it is a blue tile roof. Never mind that. This is a row lot. So you have to claim a lot. And this is claimed by Enchantress. And then on that lot, you can put a house, a building. And the lot deeds are the things that are hard to come by. The buildings themselves, like this is, yeah, it's limited real estate. One of the ways they do it is they sell like every month they have a raffle for deeds, and you buy it with gold you earn by playing the game. The other way to get deeds, there's a lot of player-owned towns. So this is an NPC town, so the whole town is managed by the game or by the game developers. But you can also there's about 1,100 player-owned towns, and they are managed and governed by players themselves. They were a bit of a eye-opener for the game developers because they added them to the store. Oh, there, the courage is Bell. So there's the banner of courage right there. It is not a weapon at all. It is a bell. They went to sell player-owned towns as a way to make money when they were developing the game. So they did a lot of, like if you look at like, whoa, Sleepy Sabin is raiding with a party of 5. Hello, Sleepy. Sleepy Sabine, maybe? Welcome, everybody. Hey, thanks for the raid. Welcome. I am doing some quests in Ardoris right now. And just chatting with some people who are asking lots of questions about the game. So what was I talking about? Oh, player-owned towns. Yeah, getting a town deed, or there's different sizes of deeds, and one of them is called town. So you get a housing deed. So this one has been claimed by True Shot Swiftbow. He's clearly an archer. He, she, clearly an archer. But it's a row lot size. Your second day playing it? Okay, cool. I hope you're liking it. I hope you're liking it. But the player-owned towns, they decided to... Shroud, hello, welcome. I knew a guy in EQ named that. What's True Shot Swiftbow? That's funny. I'm sure Swiftbow, Strongbow, right? Strongbow comes right out of Tolkien. That's right out of the... I don't know about True Shot. I'm sure there's a number of Tolkien elves named Sindarin words for True Shot Swiftbow and things like that. Classic kind of mythical medieval names. It might be him. So yeah, they decided to sell player-owned town deeds for a very large sum of money, and I think they were $1,300 US. And they figured they'd sell like a dozen of them. Then they sold 1,000 of them. It turned out it was a more compelling idea than they had originally imagined. So they actually had to stop selling player-owned town deeds. So on the overland map, you can run around and go into these player-owned towns. And in fact, I live in one. So there's no quests or anything in them. But, you know, it's instead of your guild trying to get like housing all near each other, you can just have your own player-owned town and do that. So you can still buy, for US dollars, you can still buy like player-owned town deeds through the bundles. They're not cheap. They're a few $100. And that's for the smallest ones, like the row lots. And then they go row, village, town, city, keep, castle, I think is the sizes. They get bigger and bigger. I'm looking for a tavern. It's like early morning, so I'm not having much luck. These guys should be able to tell me where the tavern is. Where is the tavern? The Pelajar Inn is not the one that I'm looking for, though. The Tavern of the South Wind. Sleepy, I will have some fun. I've been doing questing like all day. Well, all stream. A couple hours now. Into the heavy part of the story in Ardoris. Which is cool. I gotta go to Google for this. Tavern of the South Wind. Unless anybody in chat knows where the Tavern of the South Wind is. Tavern is south by the docks. All right. I would have thought south. That makes sense. Tavern of the South Wind and all. By the docks. You know, it's probably on this map if I looked at the map. Thank you, Greg. Much appreciated. Those are people. Ah, it's probably over here. Southwest. Ah, I'm trapped. This is speaking of player-owned housing, this is kind of cool. Oh, I can't see it. This boat. Can I get over there? Not very easily. That boat is a player-owned house. think it is. Yeah. Yeah, that boat's a player-owned house. Oh, he's next door to Captain Cruz. Well, I was there. Oh my gosh. Of course, he's right by where you've been last. Good job, Gravity. That's the guard barracks. Imports. Tavern. I need a tavern. Lead a guild. Oh, what name? EQ2, let a guild name. Infinity Circle. Getting colder. Thanks. That's him? Ardoris Imports. That's not it, is it? I found the guard. Yeah, the guy's name, I think these are all player houses, aren't they? No. There we go. Tavern. Yeah, what was it? True Shot Swiftbow. What was the guy's name who owned the that lot that we were looking at? Adventurer. Greetings and salutations to you as well. It's not every day you meet someone as famous as me. You're famous, are you? I'm sure a good bard can fill you in on my history. My exploits sound much more impressive in verse. I once hung my hat as a baker at the Penshire Street Bakery, but an outlander like you probably knows nothing of these seedy alleyways. Let's just say I came from someplace quite far and much more dangerous than here. You were a baker. A baker, we'll just go with that, won't we? Ooh, maybe he was more than a baker. May I make an announcement about an event? Sure. Like a Shroud event? Gaming event? Twitch event? Yeah, go for it. Akil von Strife, this guy is. I could go on for hours about my history. Yes, but you won't actually go on for hours about your history. Fame. This guy's just got a lot of text. Ah, you're Dralius. You're the bad guy I was sent to find. Care for a drink? Want to warn you, I'm not much for small talk. How does the map size compare to other games? That's a hard question to answer. It's certainly big enough. which isn't to imply that it's small in any way. I think it's actually quite big. There's quite a number of scenes. I don't even know how many. Several hundred scenes, I guess. And their goal is to add a new landmass every year. We know how game developers do plans, right? So year. Yeah, their goal was to do kind of episodic type content. So basically an expansion every year that would add a landmass or add land somehow. It would add new player housing, obviously, because it would add new cities and whatnot. And it would add story that would go through that land. So Shark says, announcing a concert and birthday bash celebrating Shark Allurian's 60th year of adventure. Door prizes and a raffle contest as well. Events start at 1 p.m. Pacific on June 17th. Be there or be square. Nice. Okay, now where is it? Do we know where that is? 1 p.m. Pacific, June 17th. Yeah, we need to know where to go. I can add you as a... are you in game right now? Are you Shark? Nope. Okay, I was talking to you. Hold on. The guy wasn't much for small talk. He did just walk away. I guess that's true. He wasn't. Yeah, but the game certainly has a lot of map. It's got quite a good variety of biomes already. There's snowy biomes and marshes and ruins. There's like really kind of weird, strange places because the moon has exploded and there's a bunch of magic that like holds things in the air and stuff. Like there's some very neat little places. So there's lots of different types of things to see and explore. And then, it's an MMO. So one of their goals is to just get bigger through time. My big game right now is Lord of the Rings Online, and it is massive. But if you look at the starting area, in 10 years, they've added significantly more area than what they've originally started with. So like it is absolutely huge today. And I would expect like a good popular MMO like this that wants to grow out like that will probably do so. Small talk. You sell grog. I want to talk about Sharia. Yeah, I know her. Makes this fancy schmancy drink some of the regulars like. That's the only reason I keep her around. Dude, you're just kind of an ass. I'm Dralia. This is my bar. At Marjorie's Concert Hall in Wizard's Rest, just north of Owl's Rest. Cool. Over in the Hidden Vale. I can play something. I think I have like one song. I might have two. Oh, I have two. I have this one, which is a fun joke to play. Hey, thanks for dropping in, Rough Play. Thanks for the follow. Take care. See you around. Oh, what, this guy's just going to play over me now? That's kind of rude. Yeah, definitely. If it looks interesting, try the free trial. It's just a download. And keep an eye on it. Like I'm still... Hey, Shark, thanks for the follow. I've kind of got my reservations. The game, I wish it was more fun. I wish it was different right now, but the development team's a good good group of people, and I'm hopeful that the game will just become better and better over time. Who was I supposed to talk to? Probably this guy who was playing over me. What is your name? Ah, you are Fark. I would like to talk about Sharia. It's a lovely woman, kind, gentle, makes the most delightful beverages. She deserves to find a good man who will love her and show her kindness in return. No one deserves to suffer abuse, but especially not someone so gentle. I'm sure Emma could tell more. They are close friends. Emma is really easy to talk to, which is crucial for a barmaid, of course, but it's hard on her when her friend Shreya keeps her up half the night crying over Dralius. It's not just that Emma works for him, which puts her in a difficult spot, but it's heartbreaking watching someone you love stay in an abusive relationship. That is hard. It is not my place to divulge details, but you do seem concerned for Sharia's well-being. One evening not long ago, Sharia expressed displeasure at being asked to solicit outside Paljar Inn. The next day, poor girl's arm was in a sling. She insisted that she fell, but I have my suspicions. It was instead I cannot say his name. Dralius, his anger that fell on her. All right, where is Emma then? This person's actually a trainer. Burko Babbage. Sounds like a hobbit name. I don't think I need any training. Oh, he's the master. Oh, interesting. This guy's the master strategy trainer. Maybe this guy will tell me where Emma is. Emma's my barmaid. I like her. She doesn't talk much. I assume that's why you like her, because you're not much for small talk. How can a bartender not be much for small talk? Doesn't that go against literally the job description? Oh, I found Emma. Gonna have to wake her up. Sorry you worked late, but I still need to talk to you. Where did she just go? Ah. Stop. She doesn't talk much because she doesn't stand still long enough. All right. You gonna talk to me this time? You are Emma. I want to talk about Sharia. I consider Sharia a good friend and I adore her. She is so sweet, but naive about her relationship with Dralius. He doesn't treat her well at all. Sometimes I would go as far as to call it abuse. You call it abuse too. But the way he refuses to marry her but dangles the promise over her anytime he wants something from her. The way he screams at her when he's had a bad day. And we've all seen the bruises. No one is that clumsy. All right, now I need to return to Sharia. Search. It's early morning in Ardoris. Sun's coming up. Hey, Teddy. Watch out for the bad man. Sometimes the game's a little blunt about what you're supposed to do next. So the text simply reads, to Sharia Barista, I have two choices. Leave him, stay with him. All right, leave him. He's a jerk off. Thank you for your advice. I know you mean well, but I'm not sure you really understand. I get it. You're not from around here. I just need some time to think about it. I advised Sharia that she should leave Dralius, but she seemed reluctant to act on it. I fear my insight may not be seen by one who is blinded by love. All right. I did my part. Well, and here the story will end. And the story will pause for me because I'm going to sign off. Thank you to everybody who came in. I had like crazy amount of raids tonight. Small-time streamer like me, I got a raid from Don't Fight Ducks, McVegan Pants, Apulu Felgar, and Sleepy Sabine. Thank you so much for all those raids. Nero Carey, thanks for the follow. Rough Play, thanks for the follow. Shark, thanks for the follow. Good luck with your... oh, wait, I got to make sure I remember your event here. So let me announce this. Concert and birthday bash celebrating Shark Allurian's 60th year of adventure. Door prizes and a raffle contest as well. 1 p.m. Pacific, June 17th. When is that? That's Sunday. So 2 weeks from today. 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 weeks from today. At Majoria's Concert Hall in Wizard's Rest, just north of Owl's Rest. Yes, check it out. Player-run events. This game is largely about community and community building, so I definitely wholeheartedly support all community events. They are tons of fun. I myself am Gravity42. I am a member of Bear. I live in the Barrens Reach up in the northern... I could probably go home. I think I'll stay here. I'll probably end up questing here. So, yes, I live up in Barrens Reach. You can see us up there. So we too have housing and whatnot. So if you're a new player and you're interested in getting a spot, Barrens Reach is looking for, and the Bear Tavern Guild are looking for inhabitants and guild members, and we have some free housing from it. Come stream it. I just might. I don't usually stream it though. Well, yeah, I don't usually stream at that time, but I certainly could on Sunday. I'm going to write it down after I sign off here. What else do you need to know? For those who followed, thank you very much. You can, I stream kind of a variety of games, mostly this and Lord of the Rings Online, which I play a lot of. I also stream on the Lord of the Rings Online official stream at Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's good times. I always support Shroud streamers. Nice. That's good. Yeah, streaming is a cool way to build community. I love that about Twitch. Kind of brings people away in brings people together in an interesting kind of way. I think that's all I needed to say. Who else is streaming Shroud right now? There are quite a few people streaming Shroud. I don't know any of them, but what are they doing? So I'm just trying to find somebody who might be doing something a little bit different in Shroud, like combat, since I actually did 0 combat tonight. The one stream I found looks to be broken, which is unfortunate. That's kind of weird. Well, I think I'm just going to leave it. You have to set up the stream again? Yes, it's fun. It's fun. It can be hard work. It's a lot of little details to get right, but it's a fun way to meet people, and it's a fun way to game online, for sure. All right, I think I'm just going to call it here and sign out. There are a few people streaming Shroud of the Avatar, so you can hit the game up in Twitch and see who is all there. But I'm just going to sign out tonight instead of sending everybody somewhere. So thanks again for everybody for the raids and the follows. Much appreciated. Hope you have a great time and a great week and some fun time gaming this week. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.